Midwest Picker here. Welcome to my channel. I feel terrible. I haven't made a video since December 3. The last person to make a video on this channel was Joey, and he did a what sold on eBay video in mid-December. But I had a virus, like that 4-week virus that you can't get rid of. So I wasn't feeling good. Holidays, all of that. But I'm back in action. Since the beginning of December till today, January 14th, I've got like 30 or 40 new subscribers to my channel, so I appreciate you guys coming here. The sad thing is, new subscribers typically watch the latest video and work their way down. My latest video is a bird feeder because a squirrel got inside of it, and then Joey. So I feel bad for you, but thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. This is a real video. I'm trying to make a video every week. So this is a what sold video. Before I get into that, my name is Dave. I'm a full-time father, husband, RN, part-time reseller, part-time YouTube content creator. And the reason resellers do a what sold on eBay video is so people know what to source. You don't want to buy things that aren't going to sell. You don't want to overpay for items. So my videos are a little bit different. I tell you what I paid, what it sold for, how it shipped, did I promote it or put it on sale, and would I buy it again. I also share the duds with you. So some resellers will only tell you the home runs or the good sales. Others will show you everything. I show you everything. If I break even, lose money, a home run, I just show it all to you. All right, let's get started. The first item is this 1964 sci-fi publication called Amazing Stories. Cost of goods is $4, listed for $14.95. I put it on sale 20% off, and I sold it for $11.96. Was also promoted at 2% just to get rid of it. Shipped free first class shipping because it's very light. So I basically broke even on the item. Not too cool. Would I buy this again? No. I mean, if it was bigger, this is a real small publication. Maybe if it was bigger and better condition, maybe. Next is yet another dud. 2003 Starbucks ceramic coffee mug. Now don't get me wrong, some Starbucks items like ceramic mugs and especially tumblers can be worth a lot of money. The limited edition tumblers, people go bananas and they pay tons of money for that. So if you're at a thrift store, estate sale, garage sale, and you see Starbucks tumblers in really good condition, take a second to look them up and you'd be surprised how much they're worth. But this one is not that. This one is not worth nothing. This was listed for $12.95, and then I put it on sale 20% off for $10.36. Shipping was a flat $7 because it was too heavy, over 1 pound to go first class. I didn't lose out on shipping at least. Item was not promoted. I would not buy this particular one again. If I were to source Starbucks items, I would definitely look them up. And high-end items. I'm not going to buy another one for $3 and sell it for $10. I'm done doing that. Next item is pretty cool. This is a vintage 1975 movie poster of the movie Escape to Witch Mountain. I bought a whole bunch, maybe 60 posters from Mr. Buys-A-Lot, paid $4 each. Originally listed it for $79.95. Some other eBay sellers had it as high as $100. Then I did something wacky. I put all my movie posters on sale 30% off just to start moving inventory faster. Vintage movie posters are what we like to call long tail, meaning they take a long time to sell, like several years. It sold for $55.97 with free first class shipping. No big deal because I know these posters go out at about 7 ounces. And if you're wondering, yes, it is folded. Vintage movie posters going all the way up to about the mid to late 80s were shipped to the theaters folded, so the buyers know that these are going to be folded. This was on sale, like I said, but not promoted. I would probably buy again. Just know that if the movie is great, the posters sell great. If the movie sucks, it's a crappy movie no one's heard of, then the poster is going to sell like crap. Next is a medical supply Hollister remover wipes. These are for folks who have an ostomy and they need to remove like the adhesive from their skin. This is a non-stinging wipe. This is also over the counter, and yes, you can sell over the counter medical supplies that can be purchased without a prescription. Cost of goods was 50 cents. I believe I got this from a thrift store. It was listed for $16.95. Then I put it on sale 20% off for $13.56 and sold. Free first class shipping because, again, it's very light. Not promoted. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Cheap medical supplies. You can get these from estate sales. Really good at estate sales. They're, you know, always go in the bathroom at estate sales. You'll find HBA items, beauty items, medical supplies under the sink. They might, the sellers might not even know it's there. But if I'm going to source things for 50 cents and sell it for $5, or source it for $1 and sell it for 12, I'm trying to get out of that. I can source medical supplies that are more expensive that sell for $20, $30. But would I buy this particular item again? Probably not. Next is the model railroad building, and if you watch my previous videos, just about every single What Sold on eBay video, I sell model railroad stuff, whether it's cars, crossing guards, lights, buildings, you name it. This is another building. This is called Plasticville, so this is vintagey. If you've seen my other videos too, you'll notice that almost every video I sell a building, which is kind of strange. So I sourced all of this model railroad stuff from an in-person auction. I paid $200 for this huge haul. It just filled my car to the ceiling. And so far, I have made over $2,000 in sales on my original $200 investment. So this stuff does sell really good. Helps pay the bills, baby. This building is what I call a barn find. It's nasty. It's broken. It's missing pieces. It's dirty, and it has glue residue on it, and they still sell. I disclose it in the description for parts of repair only. I tell them it's dirty. I tell them it's broken. Does not matter. They can clean it up. They can fix it. They can make it part of their model railroad diorama. I think that's what it's called. I didn't take the time to clean these, because why take hours and hours to clean this stuff when it's not going to sell for that much more money anyways. Cost of the goods was $1.87, listed and sold for $19.95 with a flat $3 first class shipping. Was not on sale, was promoted at 2%. Would I buy it again? That's a big fat yes. I would love to find this Plasticville brand cleaner, nicer, the original box unassembled. That would be sweet. The ones that are in really good condition can sell for 50, 60, 75 bucks. Next are these 1988 baseball cards from Domino's. Woohoo! Yeah, no, not really. I found these in the bottom of a box here in my office. I didn't even know I had them. I almost threw them in the garbage, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to list these. I listed them and sold them for $12.95. Cost of goods is $0. Free first class shipping, weighed like 3 ounces, not promoted, not on sale. If I saw these out in the wild, would I pay for them? Probably not. Somebody would want like $1 or $2 or $3 for this thing, and it just wouldn't be worth my time. Next is a creepy looking action figure from 1986. Never even heard of this guy, does not matter. It's called Brave Star Quick Draw Text, whatever that is, doesn't matter. He made me money. Cost of goods $2 from a Craigslist buy of a large lot of action figures. So I bought, for $200, I got this big tub of action figures from the 1980s on Craigslist, and they all sell really good. This was listed for $19.95. I took a best offer of $17 with free first class shipping. Was not on sale, but it was promoted at 2%. Would I buy it again? Probably. If you don't know action figures, the used ones like this one, if they have the accessories like the holster, the shield, the armor, the hat, the helmet, that makes it much more valuable and easier to sell. I think this guy had a few accessories, but if you find action figures, even vintage ones, 70s and 80s, out in the wild, flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, if they don't have any accessories and they're broken or damaged, I would just walk away. But if they're in good condition, especially with the original accessories, snap those babies up because they can sell for good money. Next is this vintage Tom Sawyer book. Cost of goods is unknown because I don't remember, maybe $1. Listed it for $19.95. I took a best offer of $15 and free first class shipping. Again, super light, about 4 ounces. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy it again? Same as that other book. If it was in better condition, I think this one had damage on the spine. Somebody wrote in it with a pencil. So if I could find this in really good condition, yeah, I would pay $2, $3, $4 for this. Next is one of my favorite things to sell, vintage tobacco cards. I sourced at that antique in-person toy auction where I got all that train stuff. I got 4 3-ring binders and 6 little albums of tobacco cards. And somebody put them in plastic holders and sleeves. Minty, fresh condition, sharp corners, clean. I got them for 60 bucks. I got hundreds of them. Did really, really good. Cost of goods, $2.37. Sold for $29.95 for a set of 50 in near mint condition. Free first class shipping. Altogether only weighs like 8 ounces. Not on sale, but was promoted at 2%. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. I got lucky. I mean, $1.87 cost of goods. I mean, I got lucky. Cost of goods at $2.37 for 50 of them in mint condition. That's going to be hard to do. If you can find these somewhere at a high bid auction or a state sale, they're going to want money, especially if they're in holders in a 3-ring binder. They're probably going to want 10 or 20 bucks. I wouldn't pay that much, but if you can get them cheap or free, definitely grab them and sell them. Next are 2 collector plates, and I know what you're saying, Dave. I thought you avoided collector plates like the plague. Normally I do, but this was a deal on high bid. This was a 20-gallon Rubbermaid tote with like 63 collector plates. I got super cheap. 18 cents a piece is my cost of goods. I just couldn't say no. One buyer bought 2 of these plates, listed for $16.95, then put on sale 20% off for $13.56 with free first class shipping. Now these plates are tiny. You might not be able to tell from the photo, but they're 8 centimeters or 4 inches. They ship super easy. They can fit easily in a 6x4x4 box. These were promoted at 2%. And would I buy these again? If I have the room. Collector plates and clothing and big items take up space. I have a lot of military buttons, lapel pins, baseball cards, coins. They take up very little room. But these collector plates and other items take up a lot of space. So if you've got room and you can source them as cheap as I did, I would do it. Next is a vintage Redline Hot Wheel that I paid 50 bucks for. I know what you're saying. Midwest Picker, you never pay 50 bucks for something. Well, I got a little crazy. Brian Davis had a YouTube auction. I know this has a lot of value, so I paid up a little bit. And it was worth it. I technically overpaid, but I think I did okay. Listed it and sold it for $89.95 with free first class shipping, not on sale, not promoted, and the buyer loved it. I got great positive feedback on this one. Got a few lowball offers, but I waited and it only took a couple weeks to sell. Would I buy it again? That depends. It's risky. Do you pay 50 to make 90? Do you pay 20 to make 40 or 50? You really got to know what you're doing. Sourcing Redline Hot Wheels out in the wild is very difficult, but because just about everybody knows they have value. You're not going to find a shoebox full of Redlines for $1 at a garage sale. So people are going to want good money for them. And some of them are worth 20 bucks. Some of them are worth 2,000 bucks. So you really have to know what you're doing and be careful. So people all over the world might know Redlines, but most people don't know vintage model train pieces and parts are worth a lot of money. And check out this. These are pieces and parts in little envelopes. Some of them are new and sealed. These are really vintagey, 1920s and 30s. But these are just parts. Sourced for $1. You heard me right, $1. Listed and sold very quickly for $59.95. Free first class shipping and handling. That's how you pay the bills. Not on sale, but was promoted at 2%. Would I buy this again? Absolutely. These were well taken care of. They're not just junk laying around in a tin can or anything. They had the original envelopes. You can see what it is and who made it and how old it is. You could have sold each individual envelope by themselves, but I just lotted up all 5 and boom, it's gone. Next is what most people would call trash, a Windows XP CD. I found this kicking around in my office. Again, I didn't even know I had it. I just found it in a box. I almost threw this away too. Cost of goods, $0. Listed and sold for $12.95. Free first class shipping. Sold international. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy this in the wild? Probably not this one. But if you didn't know, CDs like from the 90s, early 2000s, like those AOL CDs that they mailed millions to people. Some of those came in tins, Netscape CDs, Windows 95. That stuff is very nostalgic and collectible. People pay big money. So after this video, go on eBay and do a search for AOL CD Netscape, CompuServe, all that old computer stuff. You'd be shocked how much people pay for it. Sold more of these Ikea curtain rod ends. I sourced these for $2.99 from a Salvation Army. Sold for $18.95 with free first class shipping. Was not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy these again? Maybe, it depends. This next one is cool. This is a portable flat screen TV, 9 inches. Got this for free because my mother-in-law gave it to me. And guys, this is just a perfect example. Get the word out to your friends, family, neighbors, co-workers. Tell them you are a reseller. Tell them how excited you are and how fun it is. You would be amazed how many people will just give you free stuff to sell. I did test this TV to make sure that it works, and I took pictures of it working. So anytime you sell electronics like a VCR, a lamp, a coffee maker, always plug it in and take pictures of it working. That will really help it sell quicker. I had several lowball offers again on this too, but someone did pay full price, $69.95. This was an open box item. It had the owner's manual and all the cords. So technically it's used, but it looked in really, really good condition, like it had never been used. Not promoted, not on sale, sold in just 2 weeks. Would I buy this out in the wild? Maybe. Electronics are tricky. A lot of times people donate electronics to thrift stores because they don't work anymore. So you have to be very careful. If you can plug them in and test them on site before you pay for it, then I would buy them. Next is another one of those Plasticville model railroad buildings. This one I kind of screwed up on. Same crappy condition. Barn find is how I call it. I disclosed the condition really well in the listing. Cost of goods $1.87. For some reason I listed this too cheap for $9.95. I don't know how I did that. And then I accepted an offer of $8. Not sure why I did that either. Shipped for a flat $3 first class shipping, promoted at 2% but not on sale. Would I buy it again? Yes, same condition as the last one. Next was kind of a dumb purchase. This was a package of darts, new in the package from Goodwill for those electronic dart boards. Cost of goods $4.99. Yikes. Listed it for $15.95. Took a best offer of $13 just to get rid of it. Total dud. Free first class shipping. Not promoted. At least that's good. And not on sale. Would I buy it again? No. So this is a lesson for resellers. Whether you're brand new to reselling or you're a veteran like me, I've been selling since 2002 as far as eBay is concerned. You got to have something called discipline. So you have to be able to go to an estate sale, a flea market, a thrift store, a garage sales, and walk away with nothing. Because if there's nothing there worth buying, don't get that fever, like auction fever. That's what happened to me with these dumb darts. I walked into like my third thrift store for the Saturday. I had nothing purchased, and I didn't want to walk out with nothing. So I'm like, I got to buy something, and I bought that. I even looked it up on eBay and saw they didn't sell for that much. So I lost my discipline that day, but you have to be disciplined enough that you have to be able to go out and not consider it a wasted trip if you come home empty-handed. That's totally fine, because other trips you'll get the good deals. Next is a drive belt. I bought 23 of these on high bid. Cost of goods 52 cents a piece. I thought they were worth more. I even looked them up, but they really aren't. And you're also competing with Amazon, auto parts websites. I listed and sold it for $9.95. Free first class shipping. They're very light, 4 or 5 ounces, promoted at 2% but not on sale. Would I buy it again? No. These are like generic power belts. Now, if this was a power belt that was specific, like say it was made by Ford, but if it said Ford, you know, F-150, 2015 to 2020, and it's for this particular part of the engine, and there's 23 of them, those would sell like hotcakes. These are generic. They have an OEM number, a SKU number, an MRN number, but that's it. The package doesn't say what it's for. So the poor buyer, you know, they have to Google, you know, what's a compatible belt for my 83, you know, minivan air conditioner, and then they hopefully find my listing. So because they're generic and they only have a number and they don't say what they're for, they take forever to sell. So to answer the question, would I buy these again? Not these, no. Next is a cast iron Octopus. This is another stupid purchase. Now don't get me wrong, cast iron sells really good. People collect cast iron. I just recently sold a doorstop. It was vintage iron, sad iron doorstop. 16 pounds. It sold for $50 and I only paid $4 for it. This is made in China yesterday. It's just a towel hook. I thought it was kind of cool, but no, it's just a dud. Cost of goods is unknown because I don't remember. Maybe $2. Listed this dud for $9.95. I took a best offer of $8. Flat $3 first class shipping, not promoted and not on sale, and I would not buy this again. Next is an example of what's called retail arbitrage. So if you don't know what retail arbitrage is, that's when you go to a brick and mortar store, buy clearance items, sales items, limited edition items, and then you flip them for more money. Very difficult. This is more advanced for reselling. You really have to know what you're doing. This is a Popeye large print t-shirt I bought new at a retail store for $9.99, which is kind of high for me. Listed for $59.95 and took a best offer of $50 free first class shipping. Not too bad. Like I said, retail arbitrage is tricky. You really need to know your stuff to buy retail and resell it for a profit. I knew this t-shirt was unusual when I saw it. There were actually 3 of these on the rack, but I didn't want to take a chance and get stuck with 3 duds, so I just bought one as an experiment. It took about 6 months to sell. Would I buy it again? Probably not. It's a little risky. You can buy these cool t-shirts with these giant prints that go down the sleeve and, you know, Batman and comic book heroes and all that kind of stuff. They sell, but they can take a long time, so I'm glad I didn't buy all 3. If I saw this exact shirt again with new tags, I wouldn't buy it. Last item is word of the day, anthropomorphic. What the heck is that? Well, that is when you make animals appear like humans, and it's usually kind of cute and cuddly. So Valentines, covers of children's books, things like that. So these are vintage anthropomorphic Valentines. Some can sell for good money. These did not. Cost of goods $3. Got these from an antique store. Listed for $15.95 with free first class shipping because there are thousands of them on eBay to compete with. Took about 2 years to sell. I finally accepted a best offer of $13. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy it again? No. Anthropomorphic items do sell for a lot of money. If you do a search on eBay of just that word and go to advanced and go to sold and then filter highest first, you will be shocked at the salt and pepper shakers, the books, all the different items that make animals appear like humans, and they sell for tons of money. These particular items did not sell for tons of money. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, comment down below any questions that you have on any of the items I sold. I answer questions all the time. And if you know anybody new to reselling, say that some guy's like, hey man, having a hard time paying my bills. I need a side hustle because I got to make some money. Say, hey, I know this guy, Midwest Picker. Right down below the video is the share button. Shoot it off to them. And if they're new to reselling or they've never resold before, they can learn because I have a playlist on my channel. How-to videos, how to sign up for eBay, how to determine your platform, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Amazon, Etsy, how to create a listing, how shipping works. That's the biggest learning curve right there. So it's a free playlist. Now they're a little dated, the audio is not perfect, but the information is still really good, and you can ask me questions based pretty much anything on reselling. I also have a playlist called Stories. So this is a plug for my stories. These are things that happened to me or I was there when they happened. Not earth-shattering, newsworthy, but they're pretty funny or gross or amazing or weird or breaking the law or the time I was arrested at gunpoint. So if you like crazy stories or you have a friend with a weak stomach, hit the share button on a story video and shoot that off to somebody that might like it. So that's it. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm glad you're here. This is a typical normal video. I don't normally do bird feeders and I don't normally have a mannequin sitting in for me.